My brothers and sisters, so many hearts are restless today, waiting, longing, praying for that right person, for that righteous spouse, for that halal relationship that for them. Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, a woman may be married for 4 reasons: her wealth, her lineage, from what was never written for us. He continues to write for us stories far better than the ones we tried to write for ourselves, and He continues to guide our hearts back to Him. Because ultimately no person can complete you, no spouse can heal what only Allah can fix. And that is why the waiting period is not wasted time. It is purification, it is an opportunity to become the person who is ready to receive the blessing you have been praying for. Because sometimes, my brothers and sisters, it's not that Allah is delaying the right person, but that He is still preparing you to become the right person for someone else. And that process requires patience, sincerity, and full surrender to His plan. And as you continue waiting, my brothers and sisters, you begin to witness how Allah is writing your story far more beautifully than you ever imagined. Because every single heartbreak that you thought was breaking you was in reality building you. Every disappointment that made you question your worth was actually a shield protecting you from what your eyes desire. Your iman, the love that brings you closer to Jannah, is not born from desperation, but from patience, not from forcing doors to open, but from trusting the doors Allah has written to open for you at the perfect time. Because the one who rushes to fulfill the desires through disobedience may taste temporary sweetness, but it will always be followed by bitterness. While the one who waits for Allah's timing, even with an aching heart, will taste a sweetness that lasts long after the wedding is over, long after the celebration fades, long after the world forgets. Because their love was planted upon taqwa, and what is planted upon taqwa does not wither when trials come. And yes, my brothers and sisters, even the right marriage will have its own trials. But the difference is this: when Allah is the foundation, to lower your standards of modesty to attract them. You will not have to betray your dignity to keep them interested. You will not have to beg for their attention, because they will recognize your worth without you compromising yourself. Because Allah Himself for His patience. Because marriage is not simply about finding love, it's about building a partnership that leads both souls closer to Jannah, and that requires patience, that requires everyone around you seems to be moving forward while you remain waiting, because your timeline is not tied to people's opinions, it's tied to Allah's perfect wisdom. And sometimes Allah delays to protect you from what you cannot yet see. Perhaps the person you thought was perfect carried trials you were not built to carry. Perhaps the timing you begged for would have collided with calamities that would have crushed your soul. Perhaps your delay is not a delay, but divine preparation. Allah in remembrance, they will find peace that no haram path can ever offer. And as the journey continues, my brothers and sisters, you begin to understand that Allah's way of bringing the right person is not only about filling your loneliness, but about building your faith, about strengthening your reliance on Him, about shaping your character through the waiting. Because when the right person comes, you will see how every heartbreak you endured was not meant to destroy you, but to prepare you. You will see how every person who walked away, and you will begin to thank Allah for those very moments that once brought you tears, because without those moments, your heart would not have been polished enough to carry the gift that Allah has written for you. Because Allah is not just preparing car into the home, who fears every second of your pain will one day return to you in ways that leave you in awe of His mercy, of His timing, of His perfect plan. And on that day you will finally say with a heart overflowing with gratitude, Ya Allah, you always knew what was best for me, even when I doubted, even when I feared, even when I struggled. You never abandoned me.